Asa Wright Nature Centre in Trinidad and Tobago. Asa Wright Nature Centre is situated in the Arima Valley of Trinidad's northern range. It lies at an elevation of approximately 1,200 feet in a habitat type known as Evergreen Seasonal Forest. Formerly the Springhill Estate, the grounds have returned to a wild state from once extensive coffee, cocoa, and citrus plantations. Some coffee, cocoa, and citrus plants are still maintained alongside the natural second growth which has taken over and festooned the abandoned plantation vegetation with vines and a host of epiphytes. The whole effect is one of being deep in a tropical rainforest. A walk within the forest is the perfect complement to time spent on the veranda of the Asa Wright Nature Centre, where Ruby-topaz Hummingbird, Tufted Coquette, great and Barred Antshrikes, Squirrel Cuckoo, and both Purple and Green Honeycreepers are among the many species that can be easily seen. The Asa Wright Nature Centre and Lodge is a nature resort and scientific research station in the Arima Valley of the Northern Range in Trinidad and Tobago. The centre is one of the top birdwatching spots in the Caribbean. A total of 256 species of birds have been recorded there. The centre is owned by a non-profit trust. The Nature Centre is on 270 acres and includes a main estate house with inn and restaurant serving dishes such as callaloo soup with ingredients from an on-site organic garden. Non-adjacent properties have also been added to the centre's land holdings. The major properties are the Springhill Estate and the adjacent William Beebe Tropical Research Station, also known as SIMLA, which was established by the famous naturalist and explorer William Beebe as a tropical research station for the New York Zoological Society. Beebe bought the Verdant Vale Estate in 1949 and named it after Simla in India, which he had visited in 1910. Beebe stayed at Springhill in 1949 with the Wrights, while water and electricity connections were made to Simla, 4 miles down the road. His bedroom is now the Springhill manager's office. The owners of the Springhill Estate, Newcomb and Asa Wright, hosted the noted ornithologists David Snow and Barbara Snow in the 1950s. They made detailed studies of the oilbirds and the bearded bellbird. Starting in 1965, Richard French and Don Eccleberry collaborated in eventually publishing a guide to the birds of Trinidad and Tobago. The Wrights' home became internationally renowned for its easy access to wildlife, especially the oilbird, Steatophragis caripensis, colonies in the nearby Dunstan Cave. The Asa Wright Nature Centre was established on December 22, 1967, with the Royal Bank Trust Company, Trinidad, Limited appointed as trustee. The trust was meant to protect Springhill in perpetuity, developing its agriculture in an ecologically sound way while facilitating its scientific and educational potential. Asa was allowed to live out the remaining years of her life according to a provision in agreement. She died in 1971. In 1974, the New York Zoological Society donated Simla to the trust. The Nature Centre in 2001 acquired the Rapsy Estate, known as El Naranjo for $3.3 million. The total Nature Centre holdings are now over 1,300 acres, but this still makes up less than 5% of the valley. The home was built in 1906-8 on the Cocoa Estate originally known as Clearwater by Charles Meyer, on property bought by his father Frederick Wilhelm Meyer in the Arima Valley. The first 4 of 11 children between Charles and his wife Julia Marie Pouchette were born at Springhill. The house was characterized by high ceilings, 6 rooms, with a hallway between the rear 4, and a wide veranda overlooking the valley. However, his father's estates were confiscated in World War I by the Trinidad colonial government, since he was of German origin. Charles' Cocoa Estate, already mortgaged, could no longer turn a profit when plagued by witches' broom, and was reverted to the Agricultural Bank in 1925. Andrew and Marianne Bernard bought the property in 1926, but once again the estate reverted to the bank. The estate remained neglected until purchased in 1936 by Joseph Holmes, son of Joseph Austin Holmes. Holmes added 2 bathrooms, a water supply, septic tank, generator, 2-room guest house, and a bathing pool at the foot of the waterfall. In the 1930s, it became a weekend retreat for Pan Am pilots, U.S. Navy families, and government officials. After World War II, Newcomb and Asa Wright bought all of the property except the 10 acres containing the guest house, pool and waterfall. However, in 1955, Asa acquired that remaining acreage after Newcomb's death. The center is one of the most biodiverse areas in the West Indies and is home to more than 250 bird species. Bird species at the Nature Center include purple honeycreeper, tufted coquette, a hummingbird, tropical mockingbird, and oilbird, a nocturnal fruit eater. Red rocket deer as well as the elusive ocelot can be seen in the Nature Center's trails. Agouti is also a common animal that occurs in the center. Like us and join us at Extreme Collections for more fun and knowledge.